there's a new trailer for a new show on Showtime. It's going to delve into some of the racial issues in America. And I haven't seen the show yet. It hasn't come out. But from what I gather, the thesis of the show is that white people are really, really bad.
I think what annoys me most about white people is when they pretend like they're the victim. What's also annoying is when they kill us.
What is fragile about whiteness when everything has been constructed around it?
Every part of who I am has been distorted or criminalized.
It's really just a bunch of white lies.
We're storming the Capitol!
You're not patriots, you're ridiculous.
One of the definitions of American whiteness is ignorance.
White people, we are not your problem. You are.
Should white people today feel any responsibility for slavery?
Hell yeah.
White Jesus or black Jesus?
Jesus was not white.
Think of geography. Ain't no way Jesus walked around with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Those white people make me so mad. White people they're annoying, right? That was one of the claims just in this, 60-second trailer. White people are annoying. They're stupid. They're ridiculous. You ridiculous white people. They're ignorant. That's the definition of whiteness. When you're white, you're ignorant. So claims this documentary on Showtime. And you're enslavers. You enslave people. And you know the most annoying part of all is when they play the victim. When they pretend that they're being victimized. It would seem to me that if we're in a society now where the only racial group that you are permitted to legally discriminate against, also you can sort of discriminate against Asians in college admissions, though that's only because the Asians got lumped in with the whites. That's being worked out in the courts right now. But basically it's the only racial group you can legally discriminate against. And maybe more importantly, it's the only racial group that it is socially permissible to insult constantly, including on television. I think you might be the victim group. Look, we're all, it's a fallen world. We all suffer. We got to deal with it. No one should view themselves as a victim. But if one of these groups is going to be a victim, and you're going to make claims about victim, it would seem that the only racial group that you're allowed to discriminate against and go after and treat like second-class citizens, that might be the victim group, right? Imagine the show. I don't even want to say it. Because it's so, you roll your eyes when you say, imagine if the shoe were on the other foot. But just imagine for a second, you're watching the Showtime trailer. It says, the worst part about black people? You know what really annoys me about Mexicans? You'd be sent to Gitmo. You wouldn't just get your show canceled. You would be sent to some prison camp somewhere. That would be so socially unacceptable. Why? So why? Why does this happen? White people, I think they're the majority of America still. Not by a lot, but still by a little bit. So why? Why is this? The reason for it is that white people have a very low racial consciousness. There was a study that came out of Pew Research not that long ago that measured how important race was to someone's identity. And for black people, it was over 70%, said it was somewhat or very important. For Hispanics and Asians, it was over 50%. And then for white people, it was 15%, just 15. So it's just very, very low. On the one hand, what the left claims is whiteness doesn't exist. White people, it's a completely fake racial made-up category. And then on the other hand, they say, you are white, you can never escape your whiteness, and you're evil because of your whiteness, and we're going to treat you differently because you're white. Obviously, those are contradictory things, and the left is just trying to have its cake and eat it too. You saw at the end, probably the most frivolous claim there was they bring up Jesus. You say, why are you bringing up Jesus when you're talking about your crazy racial diatribe? They say, man, people say that Jesus is white. No, actually what they say is, people say that Jesus was white, but he wasn't white. Look at the geography. Insinuating what? That Jesus was black? Jesus is a Jew. It's pretty clear. If you read the book, it's pretty clear. Jesus is a Jew. When you use the phrase Jesus was, that's usually a red flag that the person who is speaking does not know very much about Jesus or Christianity, because Jesus lives. That is the essence of the story. That's the essence of the religion, is that he rises from the dead and lives. He's the divine logic of the universe. He is the second person of the Holy Trinity. I am that I am. Why do they bring up religion in this crazy racial diatribe? Because it always comes back to religion. I do not have a high racial consciousness. I do not consider politics primarily or at all really significantly through the lens of race. I consider it through the lens of religion, and in my religion, there is neither Jew nor Greek nor slave nor free, but all are one in Christ Jesus. That's the Christian view of things. The whole idea of racism and opposing racism, it comes out of Christianity. Every other civilization in the history of the world, everywhere on earth, is very, very, very racist. We're the only one that's not. And now, because the left is attacking Christianity, trying to kick it out of our society and out of the public square, this is what you're getting. You're going to get more of it. More black identitarianism, more Mexican identitarianism. You're probably going to get more white identitarianism too. That's the future they want. Do you want to be part of that? No. Well, if not, you need an alternative kind of politics. I think we had a good one, but the left wants to get rid of it. Did you like that clip? I'm glad you liked that clip. I liked the clip as well. I liked that you liked it. If you want to get more of them, subscribe, get notifications right here, ring that bell. If you don't get notifications because our friends at YouTube don't want you to for whatever reason, head on over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, wherever you get your audio podcasts. Subscribe to The Michael Knowles Show. Leave a 5-star review. We'll see you next time.